This recording is going to show you how to calculate the simplest interest for multiple years. So we want to know about 1 year, but also 2 years, 3 years, and so on. Now Excel helps you to cheat in many ways. We're not going to have to type in every single year we want to know at. If we want to just count up by 1 year at a time, let's select these 3 cells, then grab the bottom right hand corner and drag that down. Excel's really good at following patterns. So it's noticed that you're just counting up by 1 there, and it will continue that pattern for as long as you ask it to. Okay, so now we're interested in knowing the simple interest after 1 year, 2 years, all the way up to 10, and we can start doing that. So we can copy this formula into each of these cells below. What's going to happen when we do that, however, is right now we're referencing the principal, the rate, and the time in years. If we move that formula down one cell by copying it, and I'll show you how to do that, just go here, Control C for copy, Control Paste. Okay, 0 is not exactly what we expected, and I'll show you why it's not had the right thing. As we've come down, it's also just pulled the cell that used to reference the principal from up here down one cell, and also the interest rate down one cell. It's really good that it's pulled the time down one cell, that's what we want, but we don't want these two to move. Okay, I'm going to show you how we keep those two the same. So let's, for now, just delete what's in here. So if I come back here, I always want to reference this cell here, which is the principal. I ask Excel to stay still by putting a $sign in front of that 5 there and in front of this 6 here. Okay, it says always keep that at F5 and always keep that at F6. However, I want my time in years to move down the page as my formula goes down the page, so I don't want to lock B11 into place. I want it to move with me. Okay, so now when I drag this formula down or copy it down, so let's copy it, Control C, Control V. Now I'd expect after 2 years I would have earned double the interest, and it's $100 now. And what's happening now is if I click on and ask, which cells are you referencing with this formula, I see that I'm referencing the principal and the rate. And my time in years has come down one cell, which is perfect. Okay. Now instead of copying and pasting that cell each time, what I'm going to do is just grab it in the right hand corner and drag it all the way down. All right, if you didn't catch that, just grab it in the right hand corner and drag it all the way down. All right, we want to keep the reference in this the same as well. So after 1 year, we wanted to say we'd earned altogether, we had the money in the bank of $1,000 plus our interest earned. Okay, after 2 years, what we're going to want to have is the principal, what we started with, plus the $100. So the cell that we want to lock in is this principal interest cell. And remember, we lock that in by putting the $sign here in front of the 5. So now, when I drag this down, even when I've dragged it down to the bottom cell, I'm referencing the original principal, but the amount I'm adding on has followed my formula down to be adding on the interest earned after 10 years, which is perfect. See if you guys can give that a go.